Hello out there, music community. I'm Proghat. Well, my channel is Proghat. My name's Edward, and thanks for tuning into this video. In this video, I'm going to show some cheap vinyl finds I picked up. I'm talking about in the range from $1 to $3 from various places. I usually have these things in stacks, so I don't remember when I got most of them, but I wanted to share. So hope you enjoyed this video. Hello, and I hope you're having a good week. We're heading towards Friday. So here we go. I was glad about finding this one because this is a record that usually I find it. It's missing a record. It's not in great shape. All kinds of stories. Half the cover's ripped. It's been signed by a couple of cats. But I finally found a nice copy of Weather Report for about a couple of bucks, $8.30, and I was really glad. Now, most of us might know who Weather Report is, and their jazz fusion. This is such a great live album. Now, I've heard and read that from what some sources say, that this show is even longer or something to that effect. But it looks like this album came out in 1979. But sometimes live albums are various recording dates. So next I found another Weather Report album I did not have, and that's Black Market. I love the artwork on this cover. Another good find. This next one, I did listen to this one because I was curious. I like the artwork. It reminded me of me going to the blackboard and writing, "I will not talk during class. I will not talk during class," for like almost 50 times. Then I thought of The Breakfast Club and movies like Teachers or Bad Teacher. But I found this album by a Canadian band. This band is called Instructions. It's a nice promo copy on this label that's like via Atlantic Records, like you see right here. And I got a different insert. I like to use the Atlantic group ones for my Led Zeppelin records. Some of them don't have the Atlantic group. That's how I remember buying them, and you'd pull it up and you'd see the Atlantic group. But this is a really good record. If you like the Cars, Flock of Seagulls, and Gary Newman, you got it right here. Even the artist is kind of dressed like a member of the Cars. But this is really, really good. 1980. I love to change the world, but I don't know what to do. So I leave it up to you. I found 10 Years After, A Space in Time. Great rock and roll, classic rock radio. I remember having the 45 of that song that I just mentioned. I love this guitar look, busted strings. Alvin Lee, just an awesome guitar player, underrated. I am still working and plan to build my 10 Years After and my Alvin Lee collection with some more of his records. I want to get the live album of 10 Years After. I've always thought that was cool. I like this band. This band is the 80s, and I like their first two records. Thought I had the first album, but I do not. But I have I think this is their second one. Take Another Picture, Quarter Flash. Kind of got like a Sgt. Pepper look in a way where a lot of people, but they're all mannequins. And I'm sure folks kind of may have remember Take Me to Heart, Eye to Eye, and I think the song Take Another Picture got a lot of radio play back in those days, but I found a real nice clean copy. There he is. Whoever he is. Found Robert Cray. I love this album, Strong Persuader. I follow him on Facebook. He seems to be a real nice guy. He responds to your comments that he leaves when you make a comment on his photo or something he's posted. This is a really good record. It has a lot of great songs like Smoking Gun, I Guess I Showed Her, Right Next Door, More Than I Can Stand, Foreplay, New Blood. I just love this record. Has the Memphis Horns on it. I read that right? Yep. Really good, solid album. Hope to one day see him in concert. I found another copy of Still Crazy after all the years. I just simply love this Paul Simon album. I couldn't leave it behind. It's like leaving an orphan behind. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it. But yeah, it's really neat that they put the lyrics on the back of the album. I am still in the hunt for, what's the name of that Paul Simon album? I don't remember now, but it's the one where he's wearing like a big old winter coat to keep warm. That one I rarely see. And I think that's the one that had one of my favorite songs, Mother-Child Reunion. Okay, one more. And wrap up this video here. I like Poco Harum. This is their album, Grand Hotel. Used to have a copy of it, but it was not in the best shape. This one is a lot better. I may have paid a little bit more for this one, but no big deal. $3.99, I think, plus tax. It's a gatefold. This is a really good record. I like this photo inside. Kind of reminds me a little bit of this one Blood, Sweat, and Tears album, but... Oh, and another thing is, it had the original booklet that says, Welcome to the Grand Hotel. Which I don't think my older copy had a booklet at all. But look, it's the lyrics with some artwork. It's really, really cool. I like when bands do something like this. I might have to look up to see. Hopefully that wasn't something. No, I think that's a pro. Okay. Hopefully, yeah. Just really neat artwork. But like I said, I didn't know it had a booklet. Or it came with a booklet. But this is a good record. I cannot wait to hear this. Robert's Box, Grand Hotel, A Rum Tale. Real, real, real good. I like a lot of their records. They're one of my favorite bands of all time. Now, I mean, I just don't stop at that song, Conquistador or White Shaded Pale. I like a lot of their records. I found Shine On Brightly at a flea market, which was, I believe I showed it in the video, which was a German press. That album sounds really, really good. But one thing I do want to mention, I'm looking forward to a couple of things this month. I have on order the new Straubs album. I should be getting that here soon. And I went ahead and splurged and got the vinyl version. I'm a big fan of them. They're like considered, I call them folk rock. Some say folk proggy. That's cool. And I'm also, cannot wait for the end of this month. I have on order that the Craft Recordings are putting out that Bill Evans album, Waltz for Debbie. And I cannot wait to get my copy of that. It's going to sound so good. But anyway, here they are. Cheap finds for whenever I got them. But hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you all out there who do leave comments. Oh, one more other thing is I'm going to try to make an attempt, if I understand the thread, but it's the Glenn Calloway, What 10 Artists. If I had to like say, I'm just going to keep 10 artists, which in the past I have thought about that. And my wife said, you can't do it. You like too much variety of music. But I'm going to give it a shot. Anyway, have a great rest of your week. And hope you have a great Friday and a weekend. I'll see you on the next video.